My name's Janine Rowe. I'm a long-term resident of the Old Kent Road. I've lived in Southwark and the Old Kent Road for close to 40 years. There are kind of four essential organisations that I'm involved in. I'm involved in my own residents association, Southwark Planning Network, which has a broader remit across the whole of Southwark and planning in general. Politically, the Old Kent Road Labour Party and the Old Kent Road Community Campaign. I hadn't really appreciated what opportunity areas were and what they meant and what the implications of them are for people who live in that locality. And so I was on a steep learning curve. I mean, I was obviously very aware of the impacts of regeneration in other parts of London and, of course, more broadly across the country and internationally. But I hadn't really given much thought or really, as I say, had much understanding of what an opportunity area status did to an area and how allied to an opportunity area status comes these massive housing targets imposed by central government on local government, on the GLA, on the Mayor of London, and then along with local councils identifying areas across London which may be suitable for achieving these enormous housing targets. I hadn't understood or didn't know that brownfield sites, these industrial areas, these industrial sites, were no longer just designated for industrial usage, that actually they could be, their usage could be changed to that of residential, that was a change. What I came to learn was as a result of the Old Kent Road achieving this opportunity area status, all of the landlords that were owning all of these industrial sites around the Old Kent Road were wanting to sell. Lots of landlords started thinking about selling up, and all of these sites were being bought up by developers to achieve these enormous housing targets. And then allied to that, there was also this idea, this notion that the Bakerloo line was going to be extended from the Elephant and Castle down to Lewisham and potentially beyond. So you have this Wild West kind of trading on the Old Kent Road where land values started to increase massively as a result of this opportunity area status. It seemed to present itself as an opportunity for the council to divest itself of some of its social housing. And I'm aware, and I certainly was aware, that with an opportunity area status, there was going to be a shift in population and a shift in the kinds of people who could afford to live on the Old Kent Road. And that industry that I was surrounded by was disappearing. So every morning when I would see people kind of coming and going to the offices, to the small light industry, the industrial estates, that was over time decreasing because these places were being closed. I'm aware, as somebody who has massively benefited from being able to live in high quality social housing. I was a key worker when I worked. I could afford to pay my rent. I had a good place to live. That kind of opportunity was becoming less and less for people in my position. I mean, I don't know anywhere around the world where it hasn't resulted in a displacement of people in lower income brackets, working class communities, diverse, multicultural communities, are always negatively impacted, it seems to me, by regeneration.